It's possible for us to make the human experience better because we're cutting through the garbage and getting to something real. What I think is possible is that we can make things real and human in a way that other people can't.
4D is more than a design agency. It takes all aspects of the customer experience, your environment, or what you're looking at, or what you're smelling. So it's not just looking at a design or a brand, it's about the entire experience.
We are so open with what we do. We're open with our problems, we're open to suggestion, we're open with our process. We're just eager to talk to people.
4D is different from other design firms because everybody here actually cares about the outcome. And that is evident in the clients that we look for. It's not just a project, it's about making the world a better place through design, which I don't believe is just an idealistic notion. It is something that can happen. And the fact that I work with colleagues that also believe in that make this a different place.
No one needs to be micromanaged. No one needs to be told what to do. No one needs their hand held. We are all smart enough to figure it out, and if we can't, nobody minds asking questions. We don't hesitate to just jump right in and do something because we're not scared of it.
One of the great things about 4D is we're all people who didn't fit in somewhere else, and most of us have tried out on our own. We've made our own companies thinking that's the answer, and then found our way to 4D because 4D is something different.
I think everyone who works here really cares about having a larger sense of purpose in what we do. We don't see this as a job. This is our craft. This is what we were born to do.
And everybody here is like that they really take a vested interest and they almost live vicariously through the client and say, well, if this were my business, what would I do to make it succeed?
Having the kind of place where genuinely talented creative people can thrive, and being one of the few places where they can truly do the things that they know they're capable of doing and really test those limits has made us into the kind of place that can bring the very best talent, the people who are most eager and willing to push the limits of design and see what it can do and see what kind of impact design can make in the world. And because of that, I think we've attracted some of the best design talent that's available. Hiring 4D is not like hiring an in-house designer. The kinds of people we have, companies can't get.
I've really enjoyed seeing some of the delight on our clients' faces when we explain what we do and explain what's possible for their business.
4D works with people who are up to something. You know, you have to be up to something. You have to have some sort of problem to solve. You have to have some mission that you're trying to accomplish. I think that that's the kind of people that we work with.
Sometimes the clients that we work with don't even realize what that is, and when they see that you've pulled it out of them, there's that moment when they're like, yes, that's what I'm doing.
4D likes to work with clients that are willing to try something. It's very natural to be hesitant about change and to want to keep doing things the way you've been doing them or to do them the way you see other people doing them. And you can make incremental progress that way, but you can't make revolutionary progress that way.
4D is excellent at dissecting a problem, getting to the heart of it, cutting away all of the assumptions and this is the way it's always been done, and getting down to, okay, what's the true problem here and what are we trying to accomplish here, and working through that. A lot of design isn't done with design thinking, and it ends up being much more ephemeral, and it may be pleasing, but it's not really solving any business problem, and we start with business problems.
In doing all of that, we're able to craft brand experiences that are authentic, that are unique, that are extraordinary, and that make people feel something.
When you go to a restaurant, you remember what it felt like in that restaurant, how the server treated you, what the music was like, how clean the bathroom was. Those are the elements you take away long after the food has been digested. So much of a company's bottom line is ultimately derived based on the experiences that their customers have. And so paying attention to those experiences and carefully crafting them becomes a fundamental piece of the business that they should be paying attention to.
It's almost like method acting. Like if someone is playing a certain role and then they go become that person or get a job as that person. And I almost feel like I'm so lucky, because if I have a certain client in an industry or a field that I've never worked in before, I get to learn all about that field. So it's not just about learning how to design, it's about learning about supply chain management, learning about accounting, learning about education, learning about startups. And I get to put my hands in all those different things. So at the end of the day, I get to have every job in the world.
One of the things that's really cool about everyone that works at 40 is that we all love people and watching people. We're intensely curious. We get to observe the people that we're creating experiences for and imagine ourselves in their shoes. So I know it might sound a little creepy, but I love watching people and how they interact and do things, and I feed off of that.
I think because we are so discriminate about who makes up the 40 team, that really lends itself to the quality of work that we have, because everybody here is going to put 100% into their work no matter where they are, and they found a place where that's appreciated in return. Everybody here is extremely genuine and they want their client to succeed because we all take a personal interest in it.
I do what I do because I have this inherent drive that makes me want to make things better.
I work at 40 because I believe in it. It makes me look at the world differently.